With gas prices being the way they are, this just may be my most valuable car. That's right, everybody. Gas prices are insane right now here in the GTA area in Canada. They are at $2 a liter, which is roughly, I think, around anywhere from like $7.50 to $8 a gallon for all my US friends, which is kind of insane. And thankfully, I do have what I think is one of the best cars to have when gas prices go through the roof. This is my daily driver, a 2011 Lexus CT200h. If you guys haven't watched the video series on this vehicle, we did just a small little like mod my ride. We did coilovers on it, did a bunch of aesthetics on it, and it's been such a great car to own. What isn't great right now is it is still on winter tires, and that is because we have also had a very, very cold spring. It snowed maybe 2 weeks ago. I know you guys have been watching us wash a lot of cars lately, but this thing has not seen a wash since, well, probably fall time. I think I ran it through a car wash once in the winter. Unlike Dave though, I'm just gonna rush through this. Thankfully, Sonax has this new product called Foam and Seal, and it is a spray-on foam coating that also is a sealant. So it gives you like that, ceramic coating protection, and it's only gonna take me like 5 minutes to do. Spray on, wash off, and we're done. Now I know it is not winter tire season, but I have been thoroughly impressed with these Viking Contact 7s from Continental. And if you're in the market next year for a set of winter tires, definitely check them out. And if you don't like them, they have a guarantee where you can take them back. If you guys recall the video series on this car, which by the way, if you're wondering why I believe this is one of the best daily driver vehicles, certainly go watch that video series. We put a set of 18-inch Anki wheels on it, and the ride quality was just a little too harsh for me, especially for my daily driving. Around here, there are just way too many potholes. This car doesn't love to be low either, so it was just too harsh. So I decided this year I would run a set of 17s, and these are a set of Volk CE28Ns that I got for super cheap, $1,100 with tires, which I sold the tires for, so I'm like into them for $700. However, the powder coating on it is not the best job. It is peeling. The clear coat is like failing in a bunch of areas. The backside, actually, let me show you that. It's pretty much the worst. Like you can see the powder coating job in here was not done well. Certainly not a lot of care that went into powder coating these, but I will redo them next year. I just figured for this year I would run them. The catch to these is they are a 17 by 7.5 plus 50 offset. So it is a very high offset. I think these are more for a Subaru for offset. So therefore I am going to run a 5mm spacer for the time being. I do need to figure out a proper spacer for this, which is going to need extended wheel studs, or which I'm not gonna do, or the one that has the wheel studs built into it, that kind of spacer. Those, unfortunately, I think I would need to go to a plus 20 offset at a minimum, because you can see there's no reliefs on the back of this wheel, so these studs would hit. I don't wanna cut the studs either. So, there's a bit of a drawback to running wheels that you get for super cheap that aren't exactly the right spec, but you know what? We're gonna see how it goes. They are mounted on our favorite tire, the Extreme Contact Sport here, which I'm extremely happy to be running for the summer. It is in a 245/40/17 flavor. So I've gone a little extra wide to provide me with a bunch more sidewall, which I think is going to be good for ride quality. And of course, when my wife drives this thing, so it'll protect the wheels when she attempts to curb them. Hold up, back the train up. I just noticed, you can see the axle nut and shaft there, and looking at it, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a cover on it. It does protrude too far, and I don't want it looking like that. So the quick and easy answer is our fluid film black. I'm just gonna blast it. Look at this. This is the way you do it, people. The daily driver, no care. Bam, done. We'll let that drip a bit. And then once you put this on, look at that. Already looks so much better. You're not even gonna notice. Well, let's see just how badly these are sunken in. Actually, they're not terrible. They're certainly not going to be flush. They're more OE-like, let's just call it that, which isn't a bad look. Again, this is my daily. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. We've got a lot of other more important things to be doing than you know, spacing wheels and making sure that the fitment is correct, but it's not bad. I do like the larger 245 size tires on these. They certainly give it a meaty look, and you know what? The silver is subtle. The guys will know that see this car will know what these wheels are, and other people will just think they're just some random silver wheels. This lip sadly didn't even last 3 weeks. I didn't get to enjoy it for any real time before I ran over a sign on the highway, which has exploded it. It's still on there. Kind of touched it up with some white paint pre-winter. As you can see, it's kind of faded off. I do have a new one that's being painted right now, so hopefully that'll be on in the next week or so, because I think right now this is the one sore spot on this car that really takes away from the look of it. For those of us living in the Salt Belt, we have WeatherTech mats. Well, most of us do. If you're smart, you do, because this is what a winter's worth of grime, salt looks like. It is disgusting, and every springtime I just give them a clean. WeatherTech actually came out with this Tech Care cleaner, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of a go here. I've never used this in the past. This is a new product for them. With BMWs, I have to worry about things like tensioners, cooling systems, rod bearings. With my Lexus, I have to worry about things like this, where the center console little door here, this button sticks. You can see it doesn't want to come back up. I gotta pull it up by hand. So when I try to lock it, I always have to sit here, kind of pull it up, and then it locks. Very, very difficult thing to do. Lots of thousands of dollars in maintenance and in repair costs. So I think what the right answer here is WD-40. Just give it a little spray. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if this fixes it. Oh no, let's see, I gotta lube it up a little bit. By the way, there is a TSB, a technical service bulletin, a recall on this. If you owned, yes, I did find it online. People said spray it with a bunch of WD-40 and it'll improve, but mine might be gone. Yeah, so they were replacing these with new units apparently, because this is a known problem on these cars. And judging by the amount of like chewiness here, somebody has been like sticking their hand in here a lot or using a tool for this. So look, it's getting better now. It's slowly starting to come back.
Oh yeah.
So anyways, it doesn't look like the WD-40 fix is there. So sadly, I'll retort my whole thing about BMWs because they are truly superior. Well, I have to say that Sonak's product there does have a lot of beating. It does make the paint feel more hydrophobic, slippery, so I certainly do like that. And bam, what is this? Another daily driver? That's right.
In pearl white and a Toyota.
That's right. And this is the opposite of gas-friendly, people. What I save on my CT200H, I just put into the tank, into this thing. This is my supercharged 4Runner that my wife uses here and there, and I use occasionally when I need to haul big things, but it's just too expensive on gas to daily drive. And personally, I like the Lexus. It's a smaller, more nimble car. It's more comfortable. I don't love truck life for everyday commute. My commute is around 60 miles or 100 kilometers every day. So this thing, however, is a blast to drive. That Magnuson Supercharger is awesome. We did also shoot a video series. For those of you that haven't watched it, go certainly watch it. And today we are swapping out these General Tire Arctic grabber snow tires for new tires and wheels. And I'm kind of at an impasse as to what I should be doing. And this decision is a hard one. That's right, I have these gold Gramlite 57 DRXs, which were off the Tacoma build, and I've got these wheels, which were on this 4Runner when we built it, which are 57X Transcends in this gunmetal color. And I've been going back and forth. You know, I do like this wheel on this truck a lot because it does give it more of a stormtrooper look, the black and white theme. But then I thought, you know what? These gold ones might look really good on the white truck and just give it a little bit more style, which I'm sure my wife is gonna hate because she's a bit of a low-key person. But you know what? I like to upset my wife sometimes. So what do you guys think? Post in the comments, which one would you run? In the Tacoma build, a lot of people commented about these wheels not having the center caps, and there was there was a good reason. These are the ones that come with the wheels, and they're chrome. And I find the chrome just doesn't look right, especially on the gold.
It kind of clashes with the gold.
It really does. I think if it was an all black center cap, then maybe that would be different. I might actually hit these with some Plasti Dip, because I think that might make them look a lot better. But in the meantime, we're going to just bolt them on as is. I see a bunch of rust around here, so I'm just gonna hit a bunch of this with fluid film, because of course it is the end of winter, and that always means the rust starts creeping up. Wow, that is very gold.
It is very
gold. I wasn't expecting it to just have so much pop. It's got like, you know, presence. It's like it was on the Tacoma, it was very loud, and it is certainly very loud on this truck. Maybe I'll warm up to it right now. I'm a little lukewarm on it. I'm gonna keep these wheels regardless. I like this style better than what I had, so I may end up powder coating these black just because I think it'll match the truck better. But yeah, anyways, post in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Did I make the right decision, or should I stuck with the other wheels? All right, guys, before I wrap this episode, I wanted to touch on a small little housekeeping item, and that is this. A lot of you have seen the 350Z, our giveaway car in the background here, for longer than it should be, and there is a reason for that. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances of us not being able to export this car to the US, the contest winner ended up getting a cash payout. So we are now officially selling this vehicle. It is a track-ready 350Z, and it is only available to Canadian residents. So if you're interested in it, shoot me an email, peter@speed.academy. All right, guys, that is gonna be a wrap on this one. Thank you so much for watching. Today's episode was a little bit of a different one, but we are back to wrenching very soon, and it is gonna be on that one. But wait, there's more. A lot of you have posted in the comments, where has the R34 and the Supra series gone to? And we are going to be finishing that. I have been waiting for some parts, mainly a fuel pump for the R34, and that took forever to arrive, which is why we've been working on the M5, and which is why we're gonna start working on the Evo before we get to it. So it's probably gonna be another 2 to 3 weeks, but we will get back to these cars. We do have an epic battle coming for you, some dyno tuning and testing, and a bunch of turbos that we're gonna be testing on the Supra as well. So stay tuned for that very soon.